Hello, and welcome to episode 35 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. My name is Akira Green Bonner. I'm married, and I love to say my whole name because I'm a green girl, I'm a Bonner girl, I'm Akira Green Bonner, that's me, and I am coming to you today from my beautiful home in Adamsville, Alabama, where I live with my amazing, hardworking, sexy, awesome husband and my beautiful baby boy, Aiden. Yeah, you're Aiden. You say hi? You say hello? Okay, I'll take that. I have on nursery rhymes. Bless you. I have on bless you. Are you allergic to mommy talking? Okay. I have on nursery rhymes for him. So that way it's not as chaotic, but we'll see how it goes because, of course, he has to touch the camera. It's not a true Knitting Annihilator podcast if my son does not mess with the camera in any kind of way. Yeah, soft blanket. So soft. Yes. So this is a knitting podcast and sometimes crochet. Very little because I don't know a lot, but mostly knitting. And I got a lot of new followers on Instagram. I mean, not sure if you're going to watch the podcast or not. You're not obligated to. Thank you for following me. But I figured I would say a little bit about myself. Yes. So I am 23, born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama. I live in Adamsville, Alabama. I am a customer service representative, which just means I work in a call center. I love to knit. I have a son. I'm the oldest of 4. And I'm just a simple girl that just wants to make all the things and buy all the yarn. Yeah. Trying to think of what else I could tell you. I mean, I don't want to get like really personal. I survive with mental illness, and knitting is really something that calms my mental illness and helps me get through the day. So if I don't have any knitting, then it's not a good day. My forehead looks huge. Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's all for an intro about myself. This is my one and only son, hoping for more soon. So yeah, not like more, just one more, and then I'm done. So yeah, you can find me on Instagram as knitting_annihilator_ and on Ravelry as KiraGreen95. We also have a group for the podcast on Ravelry, which is the Knitting Annihilator podcast group, where I have put up a new thread that says, "Let's make 9 together." I don't think that's what it says. But basically, it's a thread over here on my side of town. I feel like when you have a thread and then it has deadlines and it has prizes, it makes you really nervous to like force yourself to finish it. So over here, my knit-alongs are pretty chill. There aren't really a lot of prizes unless I like just feel obligated to put a prize in. But it's really just let's talk about what we're making, like without having a reward at the end. Let's just motivate each other, and if we get it done, cool. If we don't, that's fine. Life happens. So there is a thread in there for that. So I've started 2 of my Make 9 projects that I'm going to show you in my battles here. And yeah, so this is the Knitting Annihilator podcast. I call myself, that is my superhero name because I am a superhero and knitting is my superpower, and I'm pretty freaking good at it for the most part. My husband says that I'm the Knitting Annihilator because that gauge thing came up again. Because I'm also going to start a test knit soon. So it came up how I don't take gauge. And he's like, "You're not doing what you're supposed to do." And I'm like, I am doing what I'm supposed to do because my sweaters fit. And I don't take gauge. that kind of makes me a superhero. And he's like, no, you're a super villain because you're annihilating these annihilating these patterns and just making your sweaters fit and not doing the gauge. And I was like, okay. But I consider myself a hero instead of a villain. I'm a pretty nice guy, so I'm a girl, but guy. I'm okay. You would think this is my first podcast. I think I'm super lit today because it's been 2 weeks. Like, I'm really trying to be consistent here. So we'll see how far this goes. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I'm back again. Here we are. Turn up. Okay. Where was I going? Yeah. Hello, Eden. Yes. So basically, I think I went around the world. Don't know if I finished my conversation about the thread. But there's a thread in there. If you want to chat about your make nines, let's chat about it. So let's get into the nitty goodness, because that is all I have to say as far as administrative things. And thank you so much for following. And if you like what you see, subscribe. If you don't, I mean, you could leave. There's no need for negative comments or anything. I pride myself on just being myself. So that's something I'm really trying to work on in 2019. The first 13 days of it. We'll see how I like it for the other days. Alright, so into the content. I don't have any finished objects. Last podcast, that was an hour long. Thank you for anyone that stayed for that. That was the faux show. This one, we're tackling battles here. So let's get into the first one. So both of these are on my make 9 list. Let's start with, because I want to go in detail. I don't want to leave anything out. Okay, we'll start with this one first. So my first make 9 is the, yeah, so we'll go ahead and talk about this, because then if there's spoilers, blah, 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 blah. So I'll probably put something on the screen here, here. Like, this is a spoiler. If you don't want to be spoiled, then I'll put a timestamp at the bottom, maybe right here. I'll try to put it right there so it looks cool, like I really know it's right there. I'll try to put it right here and let you know when to come back if you don't want to see it. But I am participating in the mystery knit along with the Cozy Up Knits, and their podcast, I want to say, is Cozy Up Knits. I just want to say Cozy Up with the Stitching Sisters. That'll also be on the screen. But I'm participating in the mystery knit along. Thank you, honey. And I am on clue 2. So I finished clue 1 and I'm still chugging along with clue 2. Clue 3 has also come out. So I have a lot of knitting to do if I want to finish before clue 4. But I have a strategy. We'll talk about that in strategies in a moment. So here, I'm going to show you now. Spoiler, 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 spoiler. I'm about to show you. Are you showing that off? It's not time for that yet, honey. We'll show that in a minute. Yeah, we'll show it in just a minute. I have to show this one first. Thank you, Ina. Thank you. Okay. So here it is. And this is called Twinitup. And it was inspired by their twin sisters. So yeah. I am on clue 2 right now. So this part, so let's talk about it. So this from here to here was clue 1. And I was low-key mad. I was like, if this is a scarf, I'm going to be aggravated. I don't like scarves. I'm not a scarf girl. I'm a big shawl, knitting for like a month, and then you get something huge kind of girl. Oh, we can talk about what I'm wearing before I get into that, because this kind of goes with my strat. Talk about this in strategies. Okay, Kira, get it together. I don't write show notes. I just wing it. This is my life, and I love it. So from here to here was clue 1. And then you pick up, and then from here on out is going to be clue 2 and 3. But yeah. So like I was saying, I was really aggravated when all I had was this like spine thing, and I was like, bro, I'm not. If it's going to go any further, I will rip all this out. I will not make a scarf. I'm not a scarf girl. But yeah. So twin it, yeah. So Twin It Up by Cozy Up Knits. Yeah, baby. This yellow color is Old Rusted Chair hand-dyed yarns in the colorway Bell Bottom. And that's this color. This yellow color, really, Kira? This red color is Sweet Georgia Tough Love Sock in the colorway Candy Apple. So that's this right here. And this wonderful color is March of my Harry Potter Yarn and Charm Club in the colorway Sirius's Gift. Thank you, honey. You're doing so good. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Such a good podcaster. You're a great host. But yeah, so that's this color here. And then right here as well. So what my thought process when I choose colors, my mom says I'm really great at it. Thanks, Mom. My thought process is I want to pick colors that I see like a lot of like bits of. So like a splash, like this red shows up a lot more here, but you don't really see it here. And then like even the yellow, you can't really see the yellow when it's knit up, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this cake. Oh, kind of, yeah. So in this cake, you just see it kind of like is like a like that all over. So that's why I was like, okay, well, I'll do like this golden yellowy color. And of course, my knit best friend, Kalisha, loves like golden yellows. And I had to text her and tell her that like she was inspiring me with all her golden tones. Like she's rubbing off on me. So yeah. So I chose the colors. So I really wanted the red to be A. And then the gold to be, well, I wanted the red to be color 1 and the gold to be color 2. But I feel like I won't have enough of this. So I really wanted not to use a lot of this as possible, which is working out in my favor. Like, it seems like, for what I'm gathering, these are kind of just the bumpy things. And then, like, this does all the work, pretty much. So that's really what I was going for. Yes, honey. What are you doing? Okay. You got it? Okay. You just turned the music off. You broke it. You didn't want to talk about Bingo? That wasn't his name-o? You didn't like that? But that was his name. His name was Bingo. It was his name-o. Just want you to know. So yeah. So that's why I chose the color scheme that I chose and the way that I chose it. I am knitting these on my, excuse me, I am knitting these on my signature needles, size 5s, and I got these, did I get these? No, I didn't. Oh, these are my size 4s. I did not get these engraved. I got it, baby. But I have like 3 sets of signature needles. I have like 3 sets of signature needles, and 2 of them are engraved. One of them has Mrs. Bonner on them. The other ones have Knitting Annihilator on them. So, talking about these needles, I don't know if I've given my opinion on them before, but one, the cord, I am a Haya Sharps girl. I love my Haya Sharps. I have an interchangeable set, I have fixed sets, I have DPNs. Like, I love Haya Sharps. Those are my favorite. And they, and what I also love too are Knitter's Pride interchangeables, because I kind of bootlegged it. If you use your Knitter's Pride little key, that little, oh wait, I have one here. If you use this, with your Haya Sharps interchangeable set, you can tighten them up. So I love that. And I love that there's a key. With signature needles, I don't know if this has recently changed or anything, but there's no key. So you could understand my frustration being a Haya Sharps and Knitter's Pride person when there's no key, and two, my needle will suddenly just screw off. And like, there's no way to tighten it. So like, if you see here, there's no hole or anything for a key or anything like that. So at one point in time, my needle, hi honey, yes. Can you get your snotty nose? Yes, come here. Oh, there you go. Okay. Be free, my child. Okay. So yeah, so at some points in time, while I'm knitting, my needle just unscrews, and of course you drop stitches, and of course you're cussing. And for the price point that these are, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm just saying. Because if that's I mean, I understand why they're the price that they are, because they are great needles. Like, the needles themselves are great. They have nice slip. I love my stiletto point, really sharp. Great for lace and moving stitches over right to left and stuff like that. Like, that is my jam. However, the price point, there should be a key or something to tighten it up and make it easier to use, so that way I'm not dropping stitches. It could be me, it could be, you know, maker's error or something like that, but it's done it more than once, and I've been pretty upset. So, yeah, but I am using them, and I'm going to keep using them because I paid for them, and I paid good hard-earned money, and we're going to keep going with it. Have I said all I needed to say about this? I believe so. At first, I'm going to be honest, at first I was not liking what was happening. At first, I was just like, bro, I can't do this. But once I saw Clue 2 and Clue 3, of course I watched the spoilers because I have high anxiety. I don't like being surprised by things. So if there's spoilers out there, I'm looking. Oh, great. Oh, I'm in the middle of a row. Mommy will fix that. So when they're... Jermaine, what are you doing? So when there are spoilers, of course, I'm looking at them. And, yeah, honey. And once I saw the spoilers, I got more comfortable. Like, okay, I'll keep knitting this. So, yeah, so that is my Twinitup. And that's how far I am. I'll probably put a stitch marker. I don't have one. I don't have one in here anyway. I'll find something. But I'll put a stitch marker in there. And then we'll... pick it up 2 weeks and I'll show you what I got in 2 weeks. Okay. So, my second one is in the middle of a row. And you know I can't show you anything in the middle of the row because that's not the kind of person I am. So, one, let me fix this ball that my son has just annihilated. Annihilated. Okay, Kira. You're... a buffoon. Okay, so my second project, my thought process for my Make 9 yeah, we'll just talk about that as I fix this. So my thought process for my make 9 is that I'll start, right? And I'm doing shawls and, Aiden, this is mommy's, thank you. I'll start, and my thought process is to start something in each weight category in each garment category. So starting a shawl, a sweater, and a sweater. I have a couple of DK sweaters in my make 9, a couple of shawls in my make 9, a couple of finger weight sweaters in my make 9. So I have a DK weight sweater started and a shawl. And then I have a test knit that I'll be starting today, and that'll be a fingering weight sweater. Not on my make 9. I just really wanted to knit it, and I'm not stressing myself about it. So thank you, honey. You're doing so good. Yeah, you're doing a great job. Little shit. But yeah, so that is my thought process. We're kind of like in strategies and battles all together, just because I'm in the middle of a row and I don't like being in the middle of a row when I should things. So I can go ahead and talk about what I'm wearing while I'm doing this. So this shawl is the Namibia shawl by Tamy, Gore. And the speckled yarn that I use, that I'll show more once I am done with this row. The speckled yarn I used was in my January Harry Potter Yarn and Charm Club for 2018. So my goal with my make 9, the best of my ability, is to use 1 yarn from Stash, 2 yarn from my Yarn and Charm clubs, because I would love to have something knit out of all 12 colorways, while I have the colorways coming to start for next year. And I'm definitely going to wait to cast on 2019 and 2020, so that way, you know, I can do that. What you got, baby? What is that? Can I see? Can I see? No? Yes? Are you going to share with mommy? He's so funny. So yeah, so this will be my January shawl. I'm coming to you for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks, you'll be seeing this shawl. And I am so proud of this shawl. I also test knit this shawl as well. Hi, handsome. I also test knit this shawl. I did. And it's a really relaxing knit. If you're looking for something that's just relaxing, it's got garter. It's got eyelets. Right? Yes. It's got eyelets. It's got, what's these called? Stripes. It's got everything that you could possibly need to keep your attention, and at the same time challenge you as well, because there are, you know, increases, decreases, and all things. So yeah, I have a headache for some reason. What is that? Let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing. No, Aiden, don't touch the camera. They have to see us, baby. No, no, no. Come on, sit down. Here, you want to be in the camera? Look, you can stand right here. Say, look, I'm Batman. Yeah, you're Batman. So how are you guys doing? Comment down below. I'm having a great day so far. All right, more battles. So I've started my Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry. Am I saying that right? Mowry? I do that every time, so we're just not going to talk about it. Wait, I'm not centered. Okay. So I was going to use this yarn for a Hohi Locatelli pattern, but when I tried to go to stripe it, these yarns were too close together to the point where it was like, I have to make the faded Cardi out of this. I really wanted to make it out of this anyway. But yeah, so here is what I have so far of the cardigan. I have separated for the sleeves, and what I went ahead and did, I like to knit at work to ease my mind on calls. So I wanted to make sure that I was at a place at work where I could knit and not have to look down and be distracted. Because knitting's not distracting to me. Like, I can do this and talk. I can do this and watch TV. I just do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I got it to the sleeves. And this is where I am so far. I am making a medium. Oh, that's enough. Oh, I'll talk about that in strategies. Yes. Have a kiss. Have a kiss. You give mom a kiss. Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. So I've separated for the sleeve, so now it's just, thank you, wonderful knit and purl through the body. So at first, I was like, so when I first started the knitting and the purling, I was like, okay, this is great. Yes, it's great. But you know I love a good stockinette. I'm in love with stockinette. So look at how this color is coming out in stockinette. I mean, in purl it also looks great, but I'm so upset that the stockinette is the inside. I am in love with this. And this is, this sweater is going to be knit in all Legacy Fiber Arts in the colorways Candy Corn and Foxtail. So here's, can I have this? I want to show the people. May I show the people? Thank you. It's stuck around you. Okay. So this is Candy Corn. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would see that my son made an entire yarn vomit mess of the yarn because my husband was sick and wasn't really paying attention. But it's mommy's fault. Mommy shouldn't have it on the couch, but that's where I mostly knit, so whatever. So this is Candy Corn. And this is Folsom. This is Foxtail. I'm thinking of Lolo Did It right now. That is such... Okay. And this is Foxtail. So when I tried to stripe them, they were so close together in colors that the stripes were not happening. So I just went ahead and cast it on the Comfort Fade Cardi. I have already put these things on my Ravelry page as started projects, even put in the notes of what yarns I'm using and all that stuff. So once they're done, I will have a Ravelry page for them. But yeah, so I've separated for the sleeves. And yeah, yes. And yeah, so I have some just mindless knitting and purling to do. So I don't mind knitting and purling. I just don't, thank you, honey. I just don't like ribbing. Like either straight purl across or straight knit across. All of that, knit two, purl two, knit two, purl. That's the part that aggravates me. But not even purling. Purling doesn't bother me as long as it's one constant motion. It's just when it's broken up with something else. I'm just like, okay, I can't. So how on this sleeve, I'm just going to have to purl, 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 purl all the way down. I don't mind that. I just don't like when you break it up with like a purl two, knit one. That's like, I have to, But other than that, I'm excited to see how this is going to come out. So these two have been really the only thing I've been working on. So, oh, let me tell you, I told you the yarn. I'm using my Hiya Sharps size 6. And I just, when I make things, I just do what the pattern tells me when I read it correctly. But if you tell me to use a size 6, I'm going to use a size 6. So, and I'm actually making the medium size because this year, that'll take me into battles. This year, I told myself, well, my husband basically told me that I'm not small anymore. And I need to stop imagining that I'm small. And there have been several conversations about loving your body and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not a big girl. I've just always worn a size small. So to wear a size small medium, I'm just like, that's cool. I mean, I love cozy, comfy things anyway. So why not just knit it comfy, cozy to begin with? So I'm making a medium. So we'll see how this goes. So what I'm actually doing with my fade, instead of like alternating skeins, I'm fading the skeins into each other, if that makes sense. So I am fading, basically. But I'll be fading, you know, like this was my ball 1. This is my second ball. I have another ball in there. I got 4 of each color, so I feel like that would be more than enough to make a medium. So, yeah. Alright, so that is what I am working on. Shall we go into kryptonite, Eden? Shall we? Yeah. So, I have 2 kryptonite here with me. 2 kryptonite here with me. One of them was a needed kryptonite because it's for my test knit. And, Aiden, where's my other skein of yarn, baby? You don't know? Okay. Don't pull the camera down. That's not nice. Alright. Here, you hold this one. Thank you. So, this kryptonite is Legacy Fiber Arts. I have a problem. Legacy Fiber Arts, and it is mohair in the colorway Peaches and Cream. Dancing to the song in my head. Oh my god, Aiden. Okay. Go this way. What's wrong? What is it? It's okay. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, well here. How about you sit down with me, okay? Yeah. So, Peaches and Cream. And I started dancing because that is a song by 112. Yes. Yes. And it is one of my jams. So it's mohair. This will be my first time working with mohair. I've never worked with mohair before, ever. I mean, it seems soft. Yeah, you touching it? Don't pull it. So there it is, Peaches and Cream. So I got this for my test knit. I am test knitting the Spellman sweater by Tristan from Dragon Horde Yarns. And it calls for fingering weight and mohair. Okay, be careful, honey. Fingering weight and mohair. So these are the 3 yarns that I'm basically using. And you would think, oh, Kira, you're making a sweater. Maybe you should have at least all the same yarn. Of course I don't. I only got 2 of these. And this is Stress Knits in the colorway Treasure, which was a My Favorite Murder yarn club. And My Favorite Murder is a podcast, a true crime comedy podcast that I am in love with. I listen to it to and from work. Thank you, honey. You're doing a great job over there. Great job. So, let me talk about this Treasure. And, yeah, so I had that. So I only had 2 of these. And I didn't know what I was going to do. Because I really wanted to use stash. Just the mohair is the only thing I had to buy. Because I don't use that. So then last podcast, I forgot to open my September colorway for my Harry Potter Yarn Charm Club. And I opened it, and it is this colorway. And this is called pumpkin pasties, not pumpkin pastries. That's dyslexia. Yeah, my whole life. So, yeah, pumpkin pasties. And I don't know if we're talking about pasties on our nipples. You can tell me in the comments below. I didn't read the books. I just watched the movies. I think I audiobooked 1 through 3. And then I kept getting mad because I kept getting charged $16. Because I could use that somewhere else on like a bag or yarn or something. So I was just like, nah. And then the special thing about this is actually, this is cashmere. So what I'm thinking about doing, I'll probably just stripe it through like the top half of the sweater, like for like, so it's a crop sweater. So maybe I'll do like from here, like this top, do with this and this, and then the second ball. Aiden, where did you put that? I don't know where he put it, but I'm gonna use the other skein of this to do the rest of it. So there's that. So I have, but these colors were so similar, I was like, I might as well just use them. And then since I'm gonna be alternating skeins, it won't do anything. But yeah, so this is my Spellman Spellman sweater. And that leads me into Happy Mail because I'm going to be keeping that in the most luscious bag for my beautiful friend Kalisha, who is the host of the Quirky Monday Craftcast and also the owner of the Quirky. I'm gonna put it down, but I know it's the Quirky. I don't know if it's Quirky Monday Etsy shop, but I know it's Quirky. But it's really lit. It's a lit Quirky Etsy shop where she makes bags. So she sent me this lovely package. My son is a mess. So it had this in it. So I'm a boo baby. I was born in October. On Halloween, to be exact. And so pumpkins are special to me because I know it's getting close to my birthday. And jack-o'-lanterns. So I'll be keeping my sweater in this bag. And it has a little thing. So I'm excited. I'll go ahead and put it in. And I love a big bag. And I feel like this. Oh yeah, that's more than enough space. Yeah, we'll definitely make it happen. Is there a certain way that you're supposed to cake up mohair? Or do you just cake it up like everything else? I don't know. But also with that bag, she sent another bag. Let me go get it. Oh, sorry. She sent another bag. Hi, handsome. And it's also pumpkin. And it's a smaller bag, so maybe I'll put like a hat or something in this. But yeah, it's got little leaves on the thing. It's like progress keepers, and then it says "Made with Love," which I think is so sweet. Aiden, thank you. Okay, go be free. Okay, so she sent me that one as well, and also she sent me some yarn that she dyed herself. So blessed. So it's like this gray, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's like these specks of green, like a really dark green. Don't know if she did that on purpose. Don't know, but I love it. So yes, thank you, Aiden. Yes, honey. Yes. We went to a funeral. This is the program. He loves playing with the program. Okay. Yes, love this. Want to make this into something really nice. All right. So we also have more Happy Mail because I did purchase the January Great Knitish Skein Off from Legacy Fiber Arts. So of course we're going to open it and see what we got going on. Right, baby? Alright, here we go. I'm opening it for you guys to see. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, isn't it pretty? You like it? Yeah, me too. Oh, this looks like they go together. Like, for real. Okay, let me take it off the screen for you guys. So this is for January. I haven't received a newsletter about February. Hopefully she's still doing it. I love it, so I'll be collecting them. I put them in my, if you look over. Bless you, honey. Bless you. Oh, Aiden. Oh, okay. So if you look over here. Right here. That's my Gertie stripe blanket. And that's really where most of my minis go. So that's why I've been like on this purchasing minis kick. But this set, I don't believe my parents watch it anymore. If so, skip this part because then you're gonna ruin Mother's Day. So don't do it. So I'm going to actually use this set. Thank you. Use this set for my mom's Mother's Day gift. I make her something every year because Debbie and Amy from the Periscoping Sisters do a mystery knit along for Mother's Day every year, and I've done it every year, and I give it to my mom every year. So this year they called for, I don't know how many minis it is. No, don't touch it, honey. Thank you. But it calls for mini skates. So I'm going to use these for that. Because I felt like the ones that I already have, like, they're beautiful together. But they don't... I'm trying to see if I can say it to make sense. Like, they look like just 5 mini skates. Dyed individually, put them together in a pack. This kind of looks like they were meant to be together, like meant to be something. Like if you look here, there's green here to go with the green here. And then if you look here, there's orange here to go with the orange here. And then there's little pinks here to go with the pink here. So I'm going to use that for that mystery knit along. Also not on my make 9. I'm not stressing it. Like, knit what you want to knit. Just because you have a make 9 doesn't mean you have to follow that make 9 to a T. So, the make 9 is just something awesome to have that's organized. But yeah, so I'll be using that for my mom's gift for Mother's Day. And I'll probably need to buy a big skein to go in between them, they said. I think they said 1 skein of fingering weight. And I was looking at what I have, and I wanted something... I have something dark. Maybe. Because that's kind of dark. Oh, there's dark specks in here. I might do... Okay. To be continued on that. I may have stash. I may not have to buy anything, which would be awesome. But yeah, Legacy Fiber Arts. Great Knitish Skein Off. January. Beautiful colors. So I'll try to like get all of them for you. So there's that one. And there's that one. Then there's this one. This one. This one. I'll just sit it over there with them. Okay. This guy. Okay. So yeah. that is all the knitting content I have for you today. Yes. Oh, and then I can show off my Namibia. Okay. There we go. Namibia. So you start down here and then you keep going. So there's also some short rows in there. I also ran out of yarn, so that's why this looks darker. This looks darker than this because I ran out of yarn. I was using scraps, so. But you can't really tell. It looks like it was meant to happen that way, which makes me a great placement knitter of colors. So, yeah. And then you don't even see the tip. You don't even see the tip because the way I wear my shawls, I just wrap them around like so. Make sure that this is the main picture. I'm like totally giving you boobs, and I'm sorry. So I make sure this is the main picture. Once I have that, I come under, and then I tie pretty much, and then I fluff out like this. And then I get, you know, whatever I want in there. Yeah, that's mommy's yarn. So yeah. And there is still fringe. I still haven't woven. I knit this last year. Still haven't woven in the ends. And for some reason, it's not bothering me. So, I mean, it's cute, kind of. Yeah. So, but that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, again, like what you see, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Also, turn on your notification bell so that way you'll get notified when I post. I have that on like half the podcasts that I watch. So, of course, I get excited. And I'm like, oh, watch it now. So, yeah. Do you have anything to say, Aiden? Aiden and I are feeling a lot better now. So we are, as you can see, he's rolling, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. I hope you have an amazing time knitting, spinning, crochet, weaving, sewing, painting, drawing, living the craftiest life possible. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.